It's a woman, Steph Curry.
Thank you.
She can shoot.
Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the.
Congratulations on an amazing season. Rookie of the Year is a big honor. You deserve it. Congratulations.
In his most recent interview, Nikola Jokic made an amazing remark that left Caitlin Clark speechless. This person rarely says anything and rarely gives compliments, but when he does, it has the power to transform careers.
Well, Nikola Jokic is the MVP of the league. He's the best player in the world. He's been the best player in the world for the last few years. You know who he has a shoe deal with? I'm going to tell you here.
Now that he regards Caitlin as a member of the royal family, all of the so-called experts who questioned her are now hurriedly deleting their previous tweets online.
Jokic, he had 23 points, came down to earth after dropping 36, 21, and 14 in game one. He had just 23 points and 9 of 21 shooting, but still had 17 rebounds and 12 assists, 3 steals. The man had another triple-double. He's sensational. Slow as a snail, can't jump onto a curb, big tub of lard, and you can't.
You may believe that I'm making things more dramatic or merely trying to get clicks. But believe me when I say that Nikola Jokic doesn't say much. He doesn't post on Twitter. When he wins MVPs, he hardly ever reacts and hardly ever makes hot takes. Nonetheless, people listen to him when he speaks. And the room turned from quiet to a flurry of activity when he mentioned Caitlin Clark. Even though he is an NBA champion, two-time MVP, and Dramaverse man, he made the extra effort to commend a WNBA rookie, and not just any rookie.
I was really in awe of the game, you know.
Pulls it back! Knocks it down!
I'm saying men and women's college basketball. She's probably the most.
This player has endured constant doubt, ridicule, and elbowing. Jokic didn't compliment her long-range shots or points. He emphasized her mental fortitude. He described it as one of the most striking things he has seen in a long time. It's more than flattery. For a man who has dedicated his professional life to ignoring the noise, that is a gold medal level compliment.
For her to be here, I think it brings a lot of excitement to the city, and a city with a lot of young talent already as it is, and adding her, she's one of the faces of women's basketball, and for her to be here and under the same roof, I think is really exciting for me, and I think a lot of people in our organization, and just look forward to watching her grow throughout the process, watching her get better. Looking forward to actually being able to cheer for her now. Now she's.
He then omitted a single line for words. All she does is play hoops. That's all. Jokic code is that. Just basketball, without any drama or outside distractions. A message like that is powerful in a league full of side narratives and storylines, especially when it comes from a guy who crushes teams without using foul language or showing off his emotions.
I think she put up 2 feet beyond half court, so for me to see it in person, she's legit. She's the best. So she's the GOAT. So her skill set marks.
To be clear, though, this was not charity. Jokic wasn't merely offering praise to appear upbeat or encouraging. His admirers reacted to the embarrassing moment when they realized Caitlin was genuine. She reads the game, sets up plays, slows it down without requiring absolute speed, demonstrates patience, and stays away from theatrics entirely. That was what caught his eye. The weird part comes next. It's reciprocal. For months, analysts have been drawing comparisons between Clark and Jokic. Not clickbait, but actual tape analyses. They both utilize their eyes to control defenders, wait a fraction of a second longer than anticipated, and trick defenses into second-guessing every play. Pure dominance results from their nearly identical basketball IQ, pace, and control.
Clark, she's not the tallest. She doesn't have a crazy frame but she got women's basketball on lock right now. And she hasn't really been in it a while. And a lot of people haven't seen a lot of it. Anything that happens with her is going to be magnified, right? Which is great for the W.
The irony is that, according to reports, Nike had no intention of creating a sneaker based on Jokic. Rather, they highlighted Victor Wembanyama, who is the brand's spokesperson for the new Air immersion-based sneaker. Jokic, who is undoubtedly the world's best player, never signed a big Nike contract. Nike chose to use more eye-catching names with highlight dunks since he wasn't flamboyant enough and didn't sell enough sneakers. He ultimately signed with 361 Degrees, a company that is seldom recognized outside of Asia.
She's fearless. No shot is a bad shot.
Caitlin Clark, meanwhile, recently inked an 8-figure contract after not even receiving a Nike offer early in her career. Nike is currently rushing in the hopes that she will become the superstar they didn't know they needed. It's crazy. Nike is rushing to catch up after they notably failed to deliver on their promise to Steph Curry and almost failed again with Caitlin.
I'm going to say Caitlin Clark's been compared to you.
Yeah, but I think it almost robs her of like the rest of her game because she's such a good floor, she has an overall, floor game. She's racking up, close to triple doubles every night. And,
right.
Her shooting ability is,
It's poetic justice. Jokic, who was once disregarded despite being a generational talent, is now witnessing someone else overcome the same obstacles more quickly and in a twice as strong spotlight. And he appreciates it as he understands what it's like to be the greatest and still be overlooked, to rule without drawing attention. You're not prepared for how genuine this story is going to get, I assure you.
That I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch. More people want to tune in. Don't get it twisted. Don't. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen.
LeBron James is well aware of what it's like to enter a league where every action is being watched by fans, critics, and cameras. He was the most hyped athlete of the century when he did it at the age of 18, right out of high school. He wasn't giving Caitlin Clark general advice when he ordered her to put on her blinders, go to work, and maintain her humility. He witnessed her handling upheaval and criticism in the same way that he had. LeBron acknowledged her calm, flawless response when she was questioned about why she didn't make the Olympic squad. "You're walking through the same fire I did," he said, extending his hand across 2 decades of strain. "The only map I ever had is this one." Let's also be clear that LeBron doesn't give his blueprint to anybody. Rookie coaching is not his charitable endeavor. He only divulges it to people he actually sees. After witnessing Clark's elegant handling of her Olympic rejection, LeBron openly praised her attitude. That's LeBron's way of saying that she understands. No pleading or pursuing influence. Simply by maintaining her composure when it would have been easy to lose it, she gained his respect. Another very distinct type is Lucia Doncic. Sarcasm is ingrained in the man. After losing by 70 points, he will make jokes in 5 different languages. But he turned a switch when it came to Caitlin. No ego, no jokes, just recognition. She shoots more accurately than I do. From Lucia, that's crazy. This athlete, who once laughed in a defender's face during a crossover, views trash talk as a warm-up. However, he instantly gave in when Clark's name was mentioned. Her response to the fallout shooting from the WNBA and the media was too good to be true. Without even blinking, he gave her the throne in the one domain he typically controls. Despite extreme pressure and expectations, she is receiving that amount of respect. It all comes down to being a workhorse, like the Kentucky Derby in my opinion. Put on your blinders. Arrive. Put in the effort. Hit the clock. And concentrate on your art. Keep your head down. When the veterans mentor you, you can learn from them. And when it really counts, speak up. Shaquille O'Neal, Patrick Beverley, and Trae Young have all taken note. Clark led her team like a pro, scored 40 points with 12 assists, and gained the respect of NBA greats who understand what it takes to win. No PR, no hoopla, just genuine recognition. In the meantime, Clark remains silent, letting her game speak, and continues to dominate despite the WNBA's elbows and shade. The NBA notices. She already has respect that goes beyond leagues. This is her time.